Lesson 13, Creating Masters. In this chapter, we'll discuss about creation of sale purchase type, bill sundry and tax category master. In the previous chapter, chapter 12, we have discussed about the creation of account master and item master. In that chapter, we have told that account and item master are very important masters and will be used in almost every transaction. In this chapter, we are discussing sale purchase type, bill sundry and tax category masters. These three masters are also very important and are our taxation related master. Sale purchase type and tax category are purely taxation related masters. Bill sundry you can use for taxation as well as for applying discounts or charging conveyance charges, freight and forwarding charges and so on. At the time of company creation, BUSY creates almost all this taxation related masters like sale purchase type, bill sundry and tax category, and hardly there is a need to create this master. However, if there is any need to create these masters or modify this master, then you can refer to this chapter for the same. First of all, we'll discuss about the creation of sale purchase type master. For this, we'll go to administration masters sale type option. Before creating a new sale type master, we'll first discuss in short that what is sale type. Sale type basically contains all the taxation related information. Transaction in which you will use the sale type will be a central transaction or a local transaction or the transaction you are entering for an export and so on. Similarly, the voucher in which you are using this sale type, in that particular voucher you will be charging multiple tax rate or a single tax rate. So all this information is contained in sale type master. When you use a sale type in transaction, then all the warning alarms and messages related to taxation are based on that particular sale type only. For example, in the sale type master you have specified the region as local and you are entering a central transaction, then BUSY will show you a warning message. Now to create the sale type master, we'll go to sale type add option. Here you can see add sale type master screen is appearing. First of all, specify the name of the sale type. Then is sales account information, that is whenever this sale type will be used in transaction, then which sale account is to be affected. First is specify here single account, that is you can specify a single sales account. Here we have selected the sales account option, that is whenever this sale type will be used in any sale transaction, then sale account will be affected. Next is specify here separate account for different tax rate, that is you want to specify different sales account for different tax rates. You can configure this option on clicking the configure button. You can specify the sales account for different tax rate, like here we have selected tax type as goods, CGST, SGST 14% each type taxable, and sales account to be affected is sales at 28%. Similarly, in the next row we have selected the CGST and SGST rate to be 9% each, and we have selected the sales account as sales at 18%. That is whenever we'll do a sale of 18%, then the sales at 18% account will be affected, and whenever we'll do a sale for 28% rate, then sales at 28% account will be affected. At the bottom you can also specify that tax rates which you have not specified in the grid, for those tax rates which account has to be used. Here we have used the sales account, that is other than 28% and 18% tax rates, all other transactions will go into sales account. So you can configure this option accordingly or as per your requirement. Next option is specify in voucher, that is you want to specify the sales account in the voucher itself. On enabling this option, whenever you will enter a voucher and select this particular sale type, then here BUSY will ask the sales account to be affected and you can specify it in voucher only. Next is taxation type group. In the taxation type group you can see a lot of options are appearing. First is taxable voucher wise, that is you want to specify tax rate voucher wise, that is in the bill sundry you will specify the tax rate. On enabling this option, a tax calculation group will become active. In this again there are two options, single tax rate or multi tax rate. Single tax rate means that you will apply a single tax rate in the whole bill, that is in the sale transaction only a single tax rate will be applied. Once selected this option, if you have selected the region as local, then you will specify the CGST and SGST rate, or if you have selected the region as interstate, then you will specify the IGST rate. Next is multi-tax rate option. Select this option if you are creating this sale type for multiple tax rate, that is whenever this sale type will be used in a sale transaction, then you can charge multiple tax rate in that particular voucher. On selecting this option, you need to specify bill sundries of different tax rate, and BUSY will automatically calculate or judge that on which particular item what tax rate is to be charged. This BUSY will calculate on the basis of tax category master tagged with the item master. Tax category we'll discuss in the later part of this chapter. So on selecting multi-tax rate, you need to specify different taxation rate bill sundries, and BUSY will automatically calculate tax rate on different items as per the tax category specified in them. Next option in the taxation type group is taxable item wise, that is you want to specify the tax rate item wise. On selecting this option, when you enter a sales voucher and press enter key on amount field of each item, an item wise GST window will appear in which you can specify the tax rate. That is, with each item you can specify a different tax rate. On selecting this option, you can see a lot of options are activated now. So first option here is calculate tax on item MRP. Enable this option if you want to calculate tax on item MRP. Tax inclusive item price. Specify Y in this option if you are creating this sale type for the items in which tax is already included. That is, you do not need to specify tax over and above the item price. Tax is already included in the item price or amount. Basically, Busy will do a reverse calculation to segregate the tax amount and the taxable amount from the item price or amount you have specified. Next is hide item tax rate window. If you specify Y in this data field, then item wise GST rate window will not appear in the voucher and Busy will automatically pick the tax rates from the tax category specified in the item master. Next is the exempt option. Select this option if you are creating the sale type master for exempt items, non-GST, reverse charge and zero rated. You can select these options accordingly. If you are creating the sale type for non-GST, reverse charge or zero rated items, then is sales through e-commerce portal. Specify Y in this data field if this is a sales through e-commerce portal and then specify the e-commerce portal name. At the bottom, you can see an option skip in GST reports. If you specify Y in this data field, then the transaction in which this cell type is used will not be reflected in GST reports. Next is region. Select local if you are creating this cell type for local transactions, and further you can select the stock transfer or others option. And then is interstate. That is, you are creating the cell type for central transactions, and you can further select the stock transfer, export normal, SEC unit, others or deemed export option. At the bottom, there are two more options, invoice heading and invoice description. Specify data in these data fields. Whatever invoice heading or description you will specify here will be printed in the sales invoice. Click Save button to save the sale type master. Next, we'll have a look at the default sale type masters created by Busy at the time of company creation. You can have a look at the list that is appearing on the screen. First of all, we'll open the IGST 28% sale type in the modify mode. You can see the region is interstate and it's a single tax rate sale type with IGST rate as 28%. Next, we are opening IGST item wise sale type master in modify mode. You can see it's also a central transaction in which taxable item wise option is selected. Next, we are selecting IGST multi-rate sale type. In this sale type, you can see the taxation type as taxable voucher wise, and in the tax calculation box, we have selected the multi-tax rate option. Next, one more sale type we are opening, that is LGST 18%. It is for local transaction in which taxation type is taxable voucher wise, and it is single tax rate in which CGST and HGST at the rate of 9% each is specified. So this is our sale type master. After this, we'll have a look at the purchase type master. Purchase type master is totally similar to the sale type master. It's just that sale type is used in sales transaction and purchase type master is used in purchase transaction. By default, Busy creates lot of purchase type master at the time of company creation. However, if you still want to, or there is a need to create a new purchase type master, then you can create a new purchase type master by going to purchase type add option. Here you can have a look at the screen that it is totally similar to the sale type master. However, in purchase type master, only the option of composition dealer is new. Select this option if you are creating the purchase type master for composition dealer. You can also have a look at the default purchase type masters created by Busy at the time of company creation. After discussing sale type and purchase type master, next we'll discuss the bill sundry master. Bill sundry is basically applied at the bottom of the voucher and is an extra income or expense of the bill. Examples of bill sundry can be taxes, discounts, freight and forwarding, installation charges, and so on. Basically, bill sundry is an additional expense or income apart from item value. To create a new bill sundry master, we'll go to bill sundry add option. Specify the name of the bill sundry type, additive or subtractive. That is, amount of this bill sundry will be added to the transaction amount or is subtracted from the transaction amount. For example, in case of discount, the amount will be subtracted in sales transaction and tax amount will be added in the transaction value. Bill sundry nature, as we are creating this bill sundry for IGST, so we have selected the bill sundry nature as IGST. Default value, you can specify our default value. Whatever value you will specify here will appear automatically in the transactions, whether it is an absolute amount or a percentage, that is a rate or percentage, which we will discuss also in this bill sundry master. Cost of goods in sale, purchase, material issue, material receipt, and stock transfer. That is, you want this bill sundry to affect the cost of goods in sale, purchase, material receipt issue, and stock transfer vouchers. If you want to affect the cost of goods, then specify Y in these data fields respectively. Then is accounting in sale, that is, this bill sundry will affect the accounting part also. If yes, then specify the adjust in sale amount. If you specify no in the adjust in sale amount data field, then you need to specify the account head to be posted. You can specify the account here or in the transaction also. Then is adjust in party amount. If you specify no in this data field also, then you need to specify the account to which the amount will be adjusted. Then affect accounting in purchase, that is, you want this bill sundry to affect accounting part in purchase vouchers also. And then is the amount of bill sundry to be fed is very important. That is how you will feed the bill sundry amount. Whether it will be an absolute amount, that is, you need to specify an absolute amount which will be charged as the bill sundry. For example, you have specified rupees 500 as freight and forwarding, and simply 500 rupees as freight and forwarding will be added to the bill amount. Then is per main quantity, that is, you want to specify the amount of bill sundry as per the per main quantity. That is, say for one bag of rice you extra labor of 10 rupees and so on, so you can select the per main quantity option. And then is the percentage option, that is, you want to specify the percentage, and further will specify that this percentage will be based on net bill amount, taxable amount, or so on, which we are discussing now. We have selected percentage option here, and then is 100% off, that is, percentage is set to be charged on 100% of net bill amount. Net bill amount is your bill amount plus minus any bill sundries charged apart from this bill sundry. Here an option of selective amount is also provided, in which you can select the amounts total of which will be considered for charging bill sundry. Then is items basic amount, that is, basic amount of item without including any bill sundry amount. Total MRP of items, if you select this option, then you can also specify that MRP is inclusive or over and above, and calculate bill sundry amount on frequent also. Then is taxable amount, that is, you want to calculate this bill sundry on taxable amount. And then is previous bill sundry amount. Select this option if you want to calculate the bill sundry on any other previous bill sundry, that is, any other bill sundry already charged in the transaction. On selected this option, a group gets activated next to it. If you specify 1 in the number of bill sundry option, then that means you want to calculate this bill sundry on the bill sundry at the first position preceding this particular bill sundry. That is, bill sundry already charged at the ahead of this bill sundry will be taken as basis for calculating the bill sundry amount. If you specify a value more than 1 in this data field, then in consolidate bill sundry amount, if you specify yes, then the bill sundries at the first and second position will be consolidated, and the amount which will come out will be taken as basis for applying percentage on that particular amount. If you specify no in consolidate bill sundry amount, then the number you have specified here will be taken as a position, that is, the bill sundry charge at the second position starting from this particular bill sundry will be taken as basis for calculating the amount of this particular bill sundry. Next is other bill sundry. Select this option if you want to calculate bill sundry amount on any other bill sundry, and further you will select a bill sundry and specify whether the bill sundry is to be calculated on the amount of that selected bill sundry or on the bill sundry on which this particular bill sundry has been calculated. Next is rounding off option. You can specify Y in this data fields and specify whether you want to round off the bill sundry amount or not. You can select the upper limit, lower limit, or automatic option, and further specify that you want to round off the amount nearest to 1 or 0.5 or so on. Here we have selected the 1 option. Click save button to save the bill sundry master. Now we will have a look at some of the default bill sundries created at the time of company creation. You can have a look at the list that is appearing on the screen. First of all, we are opening IGST bill sundry in the modify mode. You can see that this particular bill sundry is additive in nature and is calculated on taxable amount. Then we are opening CGST bill sundry, discount bill sundry. In the discount bill sundry, you can see that it is subtractive in nature. So almost all the bill sundries that are required are created automatically at the time of company creation. After discussing sale purchase type master and bill sundry master, next we'll discuss about the tax category master. Tax category master contains all the taxation related information, that is how much tax rate will be charged in case of central transaction and how much tax rate will be charged in case of local transaction, and whether this tax category you are making for goods or for services. So all this information is contained in tax category master, and tax category master is tagged to the item master. So looking at an item's tax category, one can easily judge that what tax rate will be charged when you will sell or purchase this particular item. To create a tax category master, we'll go to tax category add option, specify the name of the tax category, then select the type as goods or services, and then specify the tax rate IGST, CGST and SGST. That is, IGST is for central transaction and CGST and SGST for local transaction. Then is specify cess rate. If cess is applicable, then you can specify Y in this data field and then further specify the basis for applying cess. Then tax on MRP, specify Y in this data field if you want to charge tax on MRP. And then is the option of change tax rate on the basis of price. Specify that price you want to take as net price or MRP, and then you will apply the filtration criteria. That is, here we have specified the amount as 1000 and have specified that if the MRP is less than or equal to 1000, then IGST at 20% and CGST and SGST at the rate of 10% each will be charged. And if the MRP is greater than 1000, then IGST at 40% and CGST and SGST at the rate of 20% each will be charged. At the bottom there is a grade change in tax rate in which you can specify different tax rate with effect from date. For example, there are some changes in tax rates from 1st September or 1st October, then you can specify that particular date here and the new tax rates. So before 1st October, the rates as specified at the top of the tax category master will be charged, and after 1st October, rates as specified in this grid will be charged. Click save button to save the tax category master. Now we will have a look at the default tax category masters created by Busy. We'll open the tax category master GST 12% in the modify mode. Next we are opening GST 28% in the modify mode, and so on. So this is our sale purchase type, bill sundry and tax category masters. We have discussed creation of all these masters and had a look at the various masters created by Busy automatically. Hope after going through this chapter you would be able to easily create sale purchase type, bill sundry and tax category master. At the end of the chapter we have provided certain exercise. You can view the exercise on the screen and attempt it. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.